Just sit back, you will see. You're gonna want some more. They talk about love, life, fam, fun, all in one. Let's take a ride. It just begun. Come on, everybody, you're sure to get your laugh on. It's the Candy and Kev Show. Candy and Kev Show. Listen up, everyone, are you ready to have fun? It's the Candy and Kev Show. Candy and Kev Show.
Okay, we got the mutes on, off, everything is going, and we think everything's good now. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Friday's edition. We have, as you know, yesterday was the kids edition of our show, but today we have a co-star.
So today is bring your grandkids to work.
Yesterday was bring your kids. Today is bring your grandkids to work day. So before we go any further, we're just going to ask everybody, you know what we always do. We ask everybody to hit that share button. Hit that share button. We good? With my hand, hit the share button. Hit that share button. So, you know, listen, it's Friday, guys. We are just trying to make it through. We're making it through.
Listen, one thing about doing a live show, you run into technical difficulties, but we believe in bringing you excellence. So we had to take a break, kind of work through some things. We'll come back so we can give you a quality show. So thank you for your patience. Go ahead and reshare this. Tell everybody, hey, listen, they got their act together. They back on. And, you know, we're going to give you some quality programming. We have some special guests. We have Mr. Madison Copeland that's going to be joining us on this particular episode. They got a music video that he sent us that we're excited to see. And we got some stories to talk about, okay?
So thank you for hitting that share button. Welcome to our co-host, Miss Precious Plum. Hey,
Yes.
girl, hey.
How you doing this
Wait,
morning?
listen, you're going to wave to the audience and say, hey. She's got her breakfast and she's ready to get this show started. Let's get this show started with a really quick feel-good, where you going? A feel-good story. Since my granddaughter's right here, Tom Hanks, he's known for being one America's nice guy. And, you know, he was diagnosed with the coronavirus, he and his wife, and they are convalescing in Australia. And so there was a little boy there in grade school, elementary school age, who reached out to Tom to ask him how he and his wife were faring. So Tom responded to him and said that they were, healing up well. And he asked the little boy how he was doing. And so the little boy said, well, not so well, Mr. Tom, because I'm being bullied online. He was being bullied because his name is Corona. And so Mr. Nice Guy, Tom Hanks, is an avid collector of antique, highly collectible typewriters. And so he had his one very special, highly collectible typewriter sent to the young boy. His name was Corona, and the name on the typewriter was Corona. So he sent a little message with the typewriter telling the little boy to have some adults in his life show him how to work that typewriter and send him a message back. And he closed the message by saying, Corona, you have a friend in me. And that was a nod to his...
That little boy gonna get beat up. He gonna talk about, I got me a typewriter.
That was a nod to his character Woody in the Toy Story. You remember Woody, right? Yeah.
Sure.
So today we welcome our co-host Precious Plum. So there's two things you can't control whenever you're on a film set. That's animal behavior and little kid behavior. So we don't know what's gonna pop off. As you know, we keeps it real. And so we just gonna let her do what she do.
You might see our grandson walk through the set. You
yeah,
never
we done
know.
asked him
He
to
watching
stay
TV upstairs.
He's watching Peppa the Pig.
But this one, she don't. You know,
she just
wasn't.
don't. I don't know who she gets it from.
Yeah.
She has a mind of her own.
Okay.
She doesn't get it from me because I follow all rules. So that being said, come on, let's get right into the show.
So listen.
Kevin, what we have going on?
So Reverend Dr. Alan Waller, senior pastor of Enon Tabernacle Baptist Church of Philadelphia, he's well known throughout the community. He's always doing community service. He's one of the pastors that at one time they went ahead and paid about $50,000 off in layaways for inner city families to help them with their holiday time. He's well known to do community service in the community. Well, he true to fashion, he set up a community service based situation where
individuals could come and get their rapid test for the coronavirus on the campus of his church. I thought you were looking at me because you wanted me to fill you in, but go ahead.
I was and unfortunately, what happened? No, this is not unfortunate. But what happened was he wanted to be the model person on how the corona test is done. So he had the corona test done. He didn't have any symptoms. He was feeling well. Unfortunately, he tested positive for it. So here goes a video, him telling his story. Hold on one second.
Thank you for joining me this morning for just a couple of moments. I'm going to encourage you to text somebody, tweet somebody, let them know that we're on for a few moments because I want to share something with you and I want to encourage you and also solicit your prayers. Well, listen, we're still in the fight and we're making sure that testing is getting done. And you know that on Monday we had testing and I did test and I tested for the purpose of modeling the behavior and pointing out the importance of it. And I made reference to the fact that I did not have symptoms and I did not think that I needed to be tested, but was doing it to model. Well, the reality is I tested and I tested positive. And so I am now in the quarantine. I need you to know that I have no symptoms. I feel fine. And we are taking the responsible steps right now to make sure that Sister Waller and Erica are tested, and we will get those results back. We also have made sure that everyone that has done anything up at East gets tested as well. That also means for now, because we are addressing that building, we have shut down the feeding program at East. Everything is out of West.
And so our prayers and well wishes go out to you, Pastor Waller.
Yes.
He's such a good guy. Does so many different things in the community, opening up his church to make it possible for those who did not have access to the test to be tested. And actually, it's a good thing that he went ahead and had himself tested so that he could properly care for himself. So I called my brother because when my brother was still living here. Okay, for those of you just joining, we have a co-host today, Precious Plum. So she said, hey. And so one thing you never can control on set are animals and babies. And so she, it's her show today. And we're just, actually it's her show and we're the co-hosts. Yeah. But sending prayers out to him, to Pastor Waller. I called my brother before my brother relocated to Georgia. Pastor Waller was his pastor. He attended Enon Church. And so, yeah, he did. And so while we're in Georgia, let's talk about that for a quick second. We know that today is the day. Today is the day that they're opening bowling alleys. They're opening barbershops. They're opening beauty salons today. And then starting Monday, they're going to roll out opening restaurants and things of that nature. So I called my family because I'm going to be honest, I was really concerned. But then I said, you know what? I don't really have to worry about them too much because one of my family members living in that area works for the CDC at the headquarters. And so I knew that she was a trusted source. And so I asked my family member, I said, listen, are you guys going to go out and, you getting your hair done and, and so they're going to still continue to socially distance themselves and follow the quarantine guidelines until they get an official word from an official body, and that the guidelines for re-entry are being checked off. And so thank God for wisdom. So Kevin, what else is going on?
So listen, usually we save our musical guests for the end of the show, but we're going to jump in a little bit early. We have none other than Mr. Madison Copeland. Mr. Madison Copeland hails from Maryland area. He is also one of the winners that won to be able to sit on the band.
He's part of the band.
Yeah, for our TV show. So listen, we're excited to have him here. Madison, you can find him on all your social media sites. Just Google Madison Copeland. He has a project coming out very shortly. Let's get right into Madison Copeland.
Hey, yo, ain't this the GPS? So this is where the party's at, bro. I don't see nothing. What's going on?
What's up with the party, yo?
I don't see nothing, yo, Matt, bro. What you trying to do, bro?
I want to go home.
Bro, hey, come on,
Why
bro.
can't we just go home, man? What is you talking about, man? This ain't about
Man,
going
the party's supposed to be lit, bro.
Lit?
Everybody about to be
There's
jumping.
never a
Jump
party
on
that's
now.
lit.
know what I mean?
Y'all say this all the time.
talking
Everybody
about,
just
bro?
standing there, man. I ain't, man,
Bro,
take
come
me
on,
home.
bro.
Man, I'm trying to go.
You seen the flyer, you know who's
Lexi
gonna
about
be
to be
there.
there, bro.
Oh, that's what you talking about.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about no Lexi, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, Matt.
I know you.
You know what, yo, let's go. But I ain't going because of Lexi. All right,
All right, bet.
let's go.
All right, bro. All right, let's get it. Come on, man.
See the truth and how it really feels about you. Fake claims who don't really care about you. Everything about this man is evil. You gotta keep your head on the swivel. I hate that guy, keep him far away. He'll try to take every part of your soul. See, keep him near, he'll lie to your face and say you can have all riches and the gold. See, all those things come with a price. Are you willing to give it all away just for a little pleasure? Ooh. He seeks to kill and conquer everything and everyone around you. That's why you gotta get away, 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 get away. Get away, 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 get away. Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away, get away. Nasty and mean, so don't be deceived. Nothing about him compels you closer to the king. So get away, 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 get away. Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away, get away. Just imagine him on your backside, creeping in your mind, got you feeling down, down, down. He's like a dog with a strong, ready to spit you out in pieces. Now you're broken in spirit, picking you up, dropping you down. He cares nothing about you. Keep your soul, don't give him all the power. The seek to kill and conquer everything and everyone around you. That's why you gotta get away, 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 gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away, get away.
Hey, yo, you just shoot me?
I need you to chill, bro. I need you to chill. You feel me?
Bro,
Ain't that serious, bro.
whose
Leave it
man
alone,
is this,
man.
bro? Hey, yo, whose man is this? I don't know what you're doing, bro. I don't know, bro.
Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Yes, and we are so honored to say that young talent, that awesome gentleman, he is a part of the package, y'all. Yes, he is a part of the Candy and Kev house band. So that is the reason why we are so excited and can't wait for us to, in a healthy way,
Yes.
for New York to reopen so that we can get up there and start shooting, because we have so much talent that we would love to bring to you. Madison, shout out to you. I mean, Madison on some old, like, he reminds me of Michael Jackson, and like from before where they had like the whole storyline to the videos.
Shout out to the production, excellent production quality.
Did you like that? Even Precious Plum was
She was
like,
over, get away.
get
She was killing it too. So listen, other things in the news.
Talking about get away.
Oh boy.
I just want Las Vegas governor to get somewhere and get away.
Yeah. Well,
just get away, get away, get away, get away.
some things you can't really even talk about. You gotta let the people see it for themselves, and then we'll talk about it.
Here you go.
Lives is a tragic loss. But when you count 150 versus 2.3 million, you have to say, we have to open up. We have to go back. Our bus drivers, our
But hasn't it been
cleaners,
because of
our
social
restaurants.
distancing that the numbers have been what they are?
How do you know until we have a control group? We offer to be a control group. Anybody who knows anything about statistics knows that, for instance, you have a vaccine.
You're
you
offering
give the real
the
vaccine.
citizens of Las Vegas to be a control group to see if
I
your
did
theory on
offer, it
social
was turned
distancing
down.
works or doesn't work.
Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Don't put words in my mouth.
You just
What I
said we'll be a
was,
control
I
group.
Excuse me. What I said was I offered to be a control group, and I was told by our statistician, you can't do that because people from all parts of Southern Nevada come in to work in the city. And I said, oh, that's too bad, because I know when you have a disease, you have a placebo that gets the water and the sugar, and then you get those that actually get the shot. We would love to be that placebo side so you have something to measure against. So all the data until
you want to get the placebo. You don't want to get the actual.
Well,
no, the group who gets the placebo, by the way, usually gets the short end of the stick.
Well,
listen, all two words. We gonna sing. Madison. You gave me a new chant. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Let's just throw her out there in the elements. Have her drive buses. Have her operate the casinos. Have her do everything by herself. Because at one point we didn't play the clip, but Anderson Cooper just did like this, and that's kind of how like. Plum, but let's just say get away. Yes, it's like what is going on? What is going on? So, but listen, on the bright side, so she's not sending the right message. But we have one young brother who is sending not him, not yet. I'm sorry, Plum done throw me off. What was the other? Oh,
so listen.
Oh my God, wait, let me talk about this. Ladies, not ladies, not just ladies, not as men too. This was the year Kevin and I said we going. We were going to be. This was the year we were going. Well, Kevin has some news to share with you all.
Unfortunately, you guys, the Essence Festival, which is one of the premier African American festivals of the summertime, unfortunately had to cancel. They put a press release out yesterday that said that they had to unfortunately cancel due to the coronavirus. It states that returning to New Orleans in 2021 after continued monitoring of the evolving developments in the COVID-19 global pandemic and collaborations with our partners, the City of New Orleans and the State of Louisiana, Essence will no longer move forward with the 2020 Essence Festival of Culture Live experience. We look forward to returning to New Orleans in 2021. Refunds are available for tickets sold for 2020 festival.
Oh gosh! I mean, the Essence Festival told us to get away.
Listen, let me tell you this: the Essence Festival, I think they're in their 20th year.
I'm not sure.
I think they're in their 20th year, and this is the first time that even when they had Hurricane Katrina, I think they still had it that year.
I don't know, but this was the year we were going to actually go.
Yeah,
so
next year it's going to be bigger and better.
It's going to be bigger and better, and we're going to be there. Candy and Kev are going to be in the place.
We're going to have a booth, all that good stuff. We're definitely going to be there. So listen, make sure you're there for 2021 Essence Festival because it's going to be a dynamic comeback.
So this has been actually a Precious Plum show. Kevin and I have been the co-hosts for today. You know, we're getting a lot of mixed messages out there. Do we go out? Do we stay in? There are some people who are not really qualified giving us information. It's the people down the street, around the corner saying, "Oh, this is just a hoax" and all that stuff.
But one piece of information that you don't want to ever listen to. Let's just take a look at this one.
So, supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number in the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting.
Oh my gosh. Jordan, can we tell him to get away? Madison.
This has got to be the dumbest president I have ever. Did you see his own advisory person was sitting there looking at him like, and when men, you all know that look on a woman's face when you say something so asinine, they just like.
It's like this.
They just like, what? I'm gonna tell you when I got that look. Today when stuff started messing up, my wife looking over at me like, you didn't check? And I was like, yeah, I did. Like, so, oh my, she had the look of like,
get away.
Like, how in God's name do I clean this mess up with him? Like,
oh my God.
People, please do not use any type of disinfectant and you're
y'all, listen, fake news, but we have a gentleman, she laughing, because he just not too bright, right? So, listen.
Well, listen, that's the closing of the show.
I know. Listen, don't charge it. We're the co-hosts. We're the co-host today. She's the host today. She's running the show. Kind of threw me off. I mean, when she says cut, it's a cut.
So listen, everyone.
We know we're getting all these mixed messages, and some people are. You might be feeling like, what do we do? What do we say? And one thing we can say, if you're alive, well, and breathing, in spite of it all, we might not have everything that we would like to have. We may not be able to go everywhere that we want to go right now. But one thing that we can truly say is, thank you, Lord, for all you've done for us.
So listen, everybody, this is going to be, we're in a time where we're faced with looking at the economy or looking at your overall health. And people are fighting on the internet. They're going back and forth for whether we should open back up the United States of America, or should certain states open back up? Because you have two different opinions. You have people that are saying financially we're suffering, and if we keep going any longer, we won't be able to rebound. And then you have people that are saying, but what about my health? I don't want to go out and die. And it's a lot of confusion. And anytime you have a state of confusion, you have to kind of tune out everything that you're hearing and listen to one voice, which is our Father in heaven. So listen, we're going to leave you with this particular video. It was done by a good friend of our Mr. Remy Williams. We were excited to be able to preview this on our to let this play
on our show. He just did this yesterday. Before we go, we want to send a special shout out to our host of the day. Thank you, Precious Plum, for just.
You want to say bye to the people?
Say bye bye.
Say bye bye.
No, I know you don't talk the whole show. Say bye bye. Hey, bye bye. She's looking at herself on the screen. Oh, she said it. Say one more time. Bye bye.
Say bye bye. Oh,
so we thank Precious Plum for allowing us to be on her show today. But right now, we hope that you find some solace, some hope, and some faith, renewed faith in this. Thank you, Remy, for allowing us to premiere this on our show. And we will see you on Monday. But stay tuned for this.
Commonplace.
New York City's
all
mayor
kinds
ruled
of
out opening schools
diseases.
to the rest
People
of
are
the academic
slipping away. Economy's down. People can't
These
get
are just
enough
incredible
pay.
numbers.
As for me, all I can say is thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Oh, it could have been me outdoors with no food.
You see our cases continue to go up.
3 weeks, more than 17 million Americans have lost their jobs.
On just another number with the tragic end.
Our first responders, strengthen even our broadcast people, strengthen all of us whose lives have been devastated and disrupted, and give us the peace that passes all understanding. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
I want to say thank you, Lord, for
Black lives matter.